A tour with Pitbull.
Yeah, I'm back. We back.
All right, guys, let's do this. What up? It's JoJo on the radio. This is the iHeartRadio Countdown. I'm so pumped because after all these years, I have never met, and finally today is the day to meet the one and only Lil Jon. What's up, man?
Yeah, it's a party in the studio. Okay. Hey, oh my God, you killed that. That was perfect.
Oh my God. I'll get into all this, but I bet you get that yelled to you everywhere you go.
Oh, my gosh. It does not matter what time of day, what time of night, but someone will scream at me until I look at them, and they expect me to scream back, and I'm like, how you doing? Hey, good morning.
If a cop pulls you over, you have to say it to the cop, too, probably. Like, yeah. Well, man, who knows? That's another story altogether. Okay.
You got to give me a moment to get in. We're co-hosting today. Let's just do it like, because you know I come from radio, too.
That's true.
So
let's do it. Here we go. Lil Jon is hanging out. It's JoJo on the radio.
Yeah, that was number 20. Let's get to number 19 on the countdown.
And where is the craziest
Where
place?
the freak are you laughing at,
what
bro?
are you laughing at over there? Where's the craziest place someone has approached you and wanted you to yell something at them?
Court or, like something like that probably, yeah.
Did you think those phrases would stick with you this long?
It's all Dave Chappelle's fault. I got to thank Dave Chappelle because he helped me to reach people that music would have never, my music would have never touched. So, it's pretty crazy that it's still going, too. It's still going.
And people work for years trying to get that, we'll call it a catchphrase.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get those sometimes. And you have so many just kind of just happen. Naturally, it seems like.
Those were just Ad-Libs. It was like what we call Crunk tracks, something to hype up the track. So, and Dave Chappelle saw that I said those certain Ad-Libs a lot and put it out there for the world. And now I cannot go anywhere without anybody screaming, yeah, what are okay at me. And Dave Chappelle, I heard he might be bringing back the Chappelle Show.
Oh, so I guess you're going to make multiple appearances on this show.
I would love to.
I'm sure you are. You and Pitbull working together quite a bit lately.
We actually been doing a lot of family vacationing together.
Yeah, what is the bond between you and him? Give me the.
We just go back 26 years or so. We just met in Miami through a mutual friend randomly, and the first day we met, I was like, I wanted to show. I realized I had a lot of Latino fans when I was going to Miami a lot, and I knew that I had heard Pitbull's song on the radio right before I met him. And at that time, he had a song called Oye.
Okay, yeah.
And that was his first, I think that was his first joint he got on the radio. And I knew he was a Latino rapper, and I was like, I want to show my Latino fans I got love for them. So I was like, yo, I want you to come to the studio and get on this song. And he was like, all right. He didn't believe me. So the next day he came to the studio. I did a beat for him, and I was like, this is for you. You just rap on this, and I'm going to put it on the album. And he was still like, all right. Yeah, he going to put this on the album. And the album came out. He's on the album. But we became friends, after those first 2 days of us linking up, we were just together forever.
And how many years has it been, the friendship?
It's probably early, at least 26 years. It was early 2000 because I had my song Be a Bia out. So it was 2001, 2002, between 2000 and 2002. And we went on the tours together. We've done so much stuff together, and it's been wonderful,
Dude, if somebody would have told me years ago that, predict the future, and I would be like, oh, this is going to happen, I would have never guessed that Lil Jon would have a meditation album.
Me neither, sir.
Walk me through this.
I never thought I would turn down, but as you get older, you need to turn down. So, yeah, it just helped me. I turned 50, and, right before I turned 50, I was using a lot of, I was listening to nature sounds. You know how you get your Spotify recap of what you listen to all year, and it was all, frequencies and nature sounds, and I was like, you know what, I want to do some of this type of stuff. And so my attorney and good friend Doug Davis linked me up with a guy named Kabir Sehgal who was in that space. And he was like, when me and Kabir got together, he was like, you ever thought about doing guided meditations? I was like, I actually meditate every day. I had this copper pyramid on my deck, and I would drink ginger tea every morning and go sit in my copper pyramid and say affirmations to start my day.
Whoa.
Yeah, because I wanted to keep myself in a positive mindset. I was going through a divorce, and you know how you're like, angry. And I was like, I don't like the way I'm feeling. Like, so I would drink my tea, sit in that pyramid, and say affirmations. And then around that time, I met Kabir, and we started to do these meditation albums. So I think it's like 4 or 5 albums we dropped now.
Man, and to give people an example of kind of what one of the tracks would sound like, it's kind of like any one of your tracks, but in like meditation form.
Yeah, we have.
Like, how can you kind of give a little,
So the newest one, well, the one before the last one we dropped was called Remix Meditation. So we took a bunch of tracks that I produced were my songs, and we turned them into meditation. So like, yeah was like, say yeah to life.
It's so crazy.
You know, like, and they like Get Low. It was like, get low and ground. You know, so I changed my voice up. I get the smooth radio voice. Yeah,
if I had a couple of drinks in me and I heard that, I'm like, am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? I'll be damned. That's Lil Jon. Dude, it's a great idea, man. And just so I never would have guessed it, but I think we realize it's kind of what we all need. You know?
Yeah. Every now and then we need to disconnect from the matrix, reset, and then come back fresh.
Before I even get to music and whatnot, Lil Jon, I saw that you last year, I think it was, Muscle Beach competition.
Yes.
Give me I didn't realize you were a full-on bodybuilder.
So years ago, you would have never thought I would be doing medication.
Exactly.
And then also years ago, you would have never guessed that I would be doing bodybuilding.
Right.
So it all started because of the Super Bowl. I wanted to be in shape for the Super Bowl stage. So a good friend of mine, he started bodybuilding. We used to drink a lot of tequila in the early 2000s together. He moved to L.A., and he got a mentor that started training him in bodybuilding, and he got ripped and crazy, and he competed. So I asked him to train me to get me ready for Super Bowl. He got me looking pretty good for Super Bowl, and then I was like, you know what, let's just keep going. And then he got into Muscle Beach, a competition in Muscle Beach. He won like 1 or 2 categories. And he was like, man, if you would have done it, we could have got you all the way in shape. You would have won. You know, I was like, all right, let's do it. So we started training. And yeah, last year I competed in men's physique masters. That means you're over 45.
Right.
I hate that term.
Right?
Masters.
Nobody likes that.
So I came in 3rd place. You know, it was amazing. It was quite the journey to get there. It was really tough because I was on the road too, but it was awesome. I wanted to compete this year, but Pitbull tour came in first, so I can't compete because we're going to be on the road. Plus, I'm not going to get as much training in as I need.
Is it more diet or more exercise?
It's mainly diet, but then of course the exercise is right behind it.
That's impressive, dude. I mean, you're a different person. I mean, I picture this crazy wild party man. Now you're meditating and in peak condition. I mean,
I'm trying to live as long as I can. I have a 17-month-old daughter, so I got to be here for kindergarten graduation, high school graduation. I got to be here as long as I can.
Amen.
You know?
Tour with Pitbull.
Yeah, I'm back. We back. It's the I'm Back tour.
Talk about this. Do you love road life on the road, all that?
I mean, it's something interesting you say that. I saw Michael Jackson talking about it recently because it's that
Michael movie you saw it, right?
I saw it was great.
God.
Everything on your timeline is Michael Jackson
Everything.
right now. So Michael was like, I hate the road. You know,
I've seen that.
It's you never sleep and it's the different time. I like being on the road. I like being in front of the fans because it's like every show is a different amount of people and the nostalgia we're bringing to them. And with Pitbull on the show and Lil Jon on the show together, it's a lot of energy. So if you want to see a good show, a good party, and hear songs that just take you back to great times in your life and just you want to feel good and you want to sweat, it's the show for you. You know, I do my own set and then I come back out with Pitt and do a couple songs with Pitt, so it's a good time. Me and him are brothers for life. Like I said earlier, we've been doing a lot of family vacations and hanging out all over the place. And on those vacations, I've been like, we need to record. So I got him in the studio, and we've been recording a bunch of records, and so some of those other songs are coming out this year. We got one song coming up real soon called Satalana. Yeah! And Satalana just means to party, to get crazy. So, of course, that's the perfect song for Pitbull and Lil Jon.
Oh, man. Yeah. Just gotta. Lil Jon, Pitbull on tour. It starts May 14th and goes through September.
Yes.
Since we're sitting here in L.A., Hollywood Bowl, May 30th, sold out, just so you know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, my first time performing at Hollywood Bowl. It's going to be lovely.
I assume you've been there to see a show before, right?
Yeah, I've actually been to the LA Phil. Yes.
What orchestra did you see?
It was the LA Phil.
Oh, have you seen like the John Williams thing where they do the movie scores and stuff like that?
I have not seen that. I have to check that out.
Little John is here. Yeah. You know what a hotel alias is. I'm not sure if everybody listening knows what a hotel alias is, but have you ever, don't give it out, but have you ever used a hotel alias while on tour?
Yeah, we used to. We used to have those.
Okay, now a hotel alias is basically you use a fake name to check into the hotel, get a little privacy and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
can you give me one of your fake, like your not fake? Can you give me one of your old hotel aliases that you don't use anymore?
Probably like Luke Skywalker.
God. So you go to the front desk and say, "Hey, like if one of your friends is it Lil Jon here?" They look through the notes. Nah, no Lil Jon. Wait, is Luke Skywalker here? And they patch him through, right?
Right. There it is.
Do you have you picked your, don't say this one obviously, but have you picked the hotel alias for this upcoming tour?
No, I don't think you don't have to do that no more. I don't think.
But it's so much fun.
Well, actually people still do it, but they don't come looking for me like that.
Well, if you ever need one, I want to be part of selecting a hotel alias if you ever need one.
Which one do you think would be good for me?
I don't know. I mean, let me think on that. That's a lot to throw me in 1 second here.
Okay.
I'm going to put some thought into it.
All right.
This track with Pitbull, Damn I Love Miami.
Wow.
Give me a little backstory on this track. Do you, in fact, love Miami as you claim in this song?
I do. I used to spend a lot of time in Miami, and that's how me and Pitbull got so close and so tight because I used to be down there all the time. So this song was originally recorded. Let me look in my Dropbox. I'm going to tell you the oldest version that I have. We're doing this live, ladies and gentlemen. I am on my phone
he has his
going into Dropbox.
I bet you got so many tracks in that Dropbox.
Oh, man. I got the terabyte. So I love the oldest version in my Dropbox, 2016.
2016 is when this song started.
That's when we started.
What changed from 2016 to now?
Well,
besides
the song was originally on that Bad Boys. Which Bad Boys soundtrack was it? The last one.
Yep, I know what you're talking about clearly.
That one was a good one. That was a good movie, too.
Yeah.
The last one was good. Whatever the last Bad Boys, look it up, people. You got nothing to do. Look it up. It was on the soundtrack. What happened was last year in the line dance community, the country line dance community, some DJ started playing it in the clubs. People created a line dance to it, and it started to just take off on TikTok.
Of course.
Pitt's team noticed it, and I noticed it because I look at my monthly Spotify numbers, and it jumped up like so much, like in the top 5 of my songs that I had. And I think his team saw it jump up like top 20 of Pitbull songs, and they were like, what's going on here? And we look it up and we start to go on TikTok, and it's all of these dances on TikTok. So the line dance community started it, and then the two brunettes and the blonde one started to catch on TikTok. There's a lot of brunettes and blondes. Brunettes and blondes, we applaud you for making this song go crazy on Kiss and all around the world. Yes, thank you, blondes and brunettes. So that happened, and now here we are. It's been we almost had a year. We've been working the song since it came back around, and it's still going. I guess it's a feel-good song. It's a nostalgic song, and I think it just reminds you of good times in sunny Florida.
Damn,
I love Miami. Hey,
this new track, you and Pitt. What's the name of this track once again, Lil Jon?
So we did this on vacation. Yeah, we were on vacation.
Shut up. You and him like having a pina colada somewhere and just in your swim trunks.
Yeah, well, I did the beat at home, and then I presented him the song, and he was like, okay, I like it. And he recorded it. It was actually our birthdays. Like, we were sharing birthdays. His birthday is the 15th. Mine's the 17th. My wife's the 26th. So it was 3 birthdays. We were all celebrating that week. We were in the Bahamas. So we were all in the Bahamas, and we were like, one of these days we'll record. So I pulled the song out, played it for him. He liked it, and he knocked it out that day.
Whoa.
So we got a birthday surprise, and now it's a birthday surprise because it's the next single, and we going on tour. So you're going to get sick of this one. I hope you don't. It's called Satalana. And Satalana means to get wild, get crazy, and just party.
Two-part question, Lil Jon. What do you consider your best live performance of all time? It was phenomenal. Everything was just about perfect.
That Super Bowl, when I came out on Super Bowl, that is the biggest stage I've ever been on in my entire life in the sense of the reach of it, right?
Right.
And then I remember going to rehearsal, and I think it was in the stadium when we did it in the stadium because we were rehearsing in the warehouse first. And then we went into the stadium, and I remember doing it, and I was like, this is how y'all gonna have me looking? I was like, wow, y'all just gave me a layup. Me with all these people? Like this is gonna be crazy. And that's exactly what it was. It was a moment. I think it was a moment where he had a great show, and then it just took it up a notch, and then from there it was just the rest of the show was going bananas.
Okay, that's the best performance ever. Okay. Flip of that, what do you consider your worst? Everything went straight to hell.
I don't remember.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we didn't talk. Those are erased from my memory, young man.
Lil Jon, I'm hearing in the fall you have a memoir coming out.
Yes, I have my memoir.
What can you tell? Can you speak on this memoir, please?
Well, man, it's I am 54 years old, so that's a long life. A lot of ups and downs.
Long way to go, too, though.
Yes, a lot more to. It's more to the story, but this is the first book that I've ever written about my life, and it starts, of course, childhood until now, and just everything about my life and then a lot of things that you don't know about me, because I kind of kept my private life private, but it's a lot that I'm revealing in this book and secrets that I found out myself in writing the book. It's a lot in the book.
Wow.
I think it's going to be, I'm manifesting it's going to be a New York Times bestseller. I'm manifesting that.
Give me one small story, without giving the whole thing away clearly. Give me one story from the book that we should look forward to.
You should look forward to me digging into my family history, like where I come from. Like,
oh, wow, okay.
It's interesting twists and turns.
You were a radio, like you did what I do, a radio personality back in the day in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Give me some radio stories. I want to hear some. Give me something that you know.
I started off radio doing 3 to 6 in the morning on community radio, so that's how I learned to get into it, and I could make mistakes. And like it's funny because in that time, nobody was in the station, so we invite people over, and we have a party, we drinking and smoking, have a good time, and it was fun times learning. And then later on, I went to a station called V103, which was like I did a dance hall show from. What is it? I forgot what time it was, but it was on Friday nights.
Gotcha.
And that was like a big station. So I went from the underground, got my chops up in the underground station, community radio, and then went to the big station. And it was a lot of fun.
Do you look back on those days like, dude, that was a crazy job, you know?
No, it was fun. Like I did a lot of radio in Atlanta, but those are the two main ones that I did. But it was fun. Like we dabbled in like a afternoon show on that community radio station, me and one of my good friends, and he went on to go do radio for real, and be like an afternoon jock. Like so that was also cool that I brought him in, and then he went on, and that was his career. One of my good friends named Cersei. But yeah, I love radio. It just teaches you how to like people, and a lot of things people don't know about radio is like you might have a liner. Like we read the liners like we just know it by heart, but you look at it you just read it one time and then you say it like you know it. Like those are little tricks of radio.
Yeah, sometimes you get this giant page of stuff. I'm like, I'm not reading all that. I can't do that. Is it surreal to have fans scream for you? Is it still surreal, or do you ever get used to that?
It is surreal, because I'm just a guy from Southwest Atlanta, and I'm blessed that I can make these songs that never die and that just really are bookmarking people's brains of good times in their life. So to go do these shows and to look out in the crowd and see people singing every word, or see people holding a Lil Jon sign up, or a Lil Jon T-shirt, or dressed like Lil Jon. All that stuff is just kind of crazy to me, because I'm just really humble and appreciative to just be here. Like, even to be on the Pitbull tour, to be touring with Pitbull is really humbling, because I remember taking him out on the big tours with me. I took him out with me, and I was on tour with Eminem and 50 Cent on the Anger Management tour.
Oh, yeah.
So
I heard a story about, like, you had, I guess one of your things you had in the dressing room was some stereo that was so loud it would rattle the walls.
Yeah, I had a crazy sound system. Eminem told me one day, he was like, I can hear your music all the way in my room. And it was all the way on the other side. But, like, I took him on tours, like that. And for him to pay that favor back to me, like, in this point of our lives, and for us to even just be able to continue to make music after 20-something years, and to get another hit, like this Damn I Love Miami record that just people just love. Like, all of this is just blessings, you know what I'm saying?
Message to the fans.
Don't ever stop dreaming. Whatever you want to do, you can do, as long as you stay with it. Stick with it, and you got to work hard, and like, I remember people telling me early on about my music. They was like, nah, that's terrible. Blah, I don't like that. Or that's whack. And I didn't let that knock me backwards and make me quit. That gave me drive to show and prove to them that you're wrong. And, that first song that I'm talking about, or even early in my career, it just always pushed me to just keep going and keep pushing, and to just be successful. I didn't want to be famous. I just wanted to be successful. I wanted to make good music, and I wanted to make good quality music, and that's what I was able to do. So don't give up on your dreams. If you really want it, you can do it. You just got to wait for your time to come back around.
Safe to say persistence is probably the most important thing in someone's career.
Right.
Talent is great, but persistence, just to keep going, that's got to be up near the top of the list.
100%.
Quick recap, Lil Jon. Damn I Love Miami with Pitbull. It's out. New music with Pitbull coming up. The tour coming up. Memoir in the fall.
Yes.
The meditation albums. You got all kind of those. What else do people need to know about Lil Jon? Lil Jon.
I just love everybody. It's all about positivity. Spread positivity into the world, and You know what? I want everybody to stop thinking negative thoughts. That's one thing I try to eliminate out of my mind, is negative thoughts, wishing negativity on people. Just think about the good. And guess what? You open yourself into receiving more. So positive thoughts, keep positive people around you, manifest, talk about what you want, not about what you don't want or what you don't like. Because whatever you say, you're putting it into the universe, and that's what's going to come to you. So positivity. Try to eliminate the negative thoughts. Think positive. And anything that happens to you, no matter where it's positive or negative, look at the positive, the what you can learn from that. Pull the positivity out of the negative situations. Yeah.
All right. Lil Jon, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely. At the end of every interview, Lil Jon, fist bump to make it official. Give me a little
bam. All right.
What?
Yeah.